Hey HappiCrew, HappiDaze here, and today we're doing some more summons on part number 3 of the third part of the Anniversary Sugofest. So glad this is finally over. Like, this event has seemed to go on for just forever. I know it's a multi-month event, but it's just kind of crazy that it's taken this long to finish all 3 parts. So that being said, we pulled the Rodrigo Bond V2 unit yesterday. Luckily, we only had to go up to the 6th multi, or 7th, I forget which one, but not too far. So we stopped at that point, said, hey, we're coming back on part 3, see if we can get the Rocks Pirates and see what happened. Before we get into that, let's take a quick look at the banner itself, see what units are on there. As you can see, we're only going to do up to 18 multis today. I just don't feel like buying gems right now. I can get more than enough to get up to the 1500 before this banner goes away without having to spend any additional money. So spent a little bit to get some gems, but the rest we're just going to kind of wait. So hopefully we get them before 18. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty disappointing. But hey, it is what it is. So let's just check on part 3 real quick, see who else we could pull for or who's good here. The steps just aren't nearly as great on parts 2 and 3 in terms of the step-ups, so we're not going to really get into that. But on step 3, in terms of the Super Sugo units, obviously I would love to get dupe copies of the Shanks and Kid, the Int Yamato, as well as the Dual Yamato. I don't have that maxed out. I do have the Int Luffy and the Side Luffy completely maxed out, so nothing really good there. I don't have the Nami maxed out, so it'd be good to pull additional dupes of her. And then I have the Shanks and the Luffy completely maxed out, so unfortunately if we get them, Brio doesn't help us there. In terms of the Treasure Fest Sugo-only characters there, dupe characters of Buggy would be good. I've been using him a lot on my strength teams because he debuffs Dex and Slashers, really good. I'd be good just to get him some more health there. Of course, you have the Kobe there, who does great alongside Garp. So it'd be good to get some copies there. I don't really use that Usopp too often. I believe that Quick Luffy as well as the Nami Karina are completely maxed out for me, as well as the Blackbeard and Crocodile at the bottom there. So that really won't help me too much there. I do think I need 1 or 2 more copies of the Nami and Cat unit there to get to 150, so that might be some beneficial stuff there. In terms of the actual Sugofest characters, so out of this list, I don't have the Nami and Sanji, so if we see Red Haki, it could be them. We don't want to get excited. It could be it could be Nami and Sanji, not necessarily the Rock Pirate. So we'll be watching out for that. I'd love to get some dupe copies of Uta. She's just amazing for the strength teams. Same thing with the Sword Generals there. They're absolutely awesome on the Int teams with the confusion that they do. Would love to get copies of them. Everyone else here is fully maxed out, so really it's just those first 3 that we want to get copies of. Otherwise, it's just going to go into our box and just sit there until those units get some super evolutions there. So yeah, that is what it is. Again, for the rate boosted characters, we did pull the Kaido and the Sussy, so we got all of the rare recruits, so that part is good, I guess. But we are missing, I don't think we have that Kuma. We pulled the Sentomaru yesterday. We don't have that Perona. So yeah, we're missing a couple units here, but like nothing that we really need for the rare recruits, but it is what it is. So yeah, that being said, let's get into part 3. Like I said, going up to 18 multis, seeing what happens. I hope we get them on the first multi and dip, but I don't have that great luck on the Sugofest, so yeah. Let's get right into part 3, see what happens. Alright, we got some yellow text, but nothing really too crazy outside of that. We did get a red on the first poster there. Luffy, fantastic unit. Unfortunately for me, maxed out, but yeah, I love that Luffy. I still like to use him for content, for stuff. His revive mechanic is just absolutely fantastic, and his evolution form is pretty awesome. So if you don't have him, he's an awesome character, super versatile, especially for new units. And there we go. Got another copy of the rare recruit Stussy. Again, don't need it, but still not a bad unit to have. Alright, yellow text again. Got excited there, but no Gear 5 cut-in. Looks like 1 red in the normal posters, and then 1 for the 11th. Sweet commanders there. Nami and Karina, fantastic unit, like one of the best utility units in the game. So yeah, Can't even complain about that unit. Like, I use that unit for literally just about all the content in the game. So yeah. Oof, not even gold text, but we did get a gold chest. Means we're gonna be getting another one of the rare recruits there. 2 reds, plus the 11th red as well. Crocodile there. There we go. Another copy of Buggy. We'll take that. '11th red is going to be Lucci. This will bring us about a quarter of the way there. White text, no chests, only the first cut in. So yeah, this is not looking to be a good multi here. We do get 2 reds. Can't really complain about getting 2 reds in a multi. That's pretty good. Just getting a bunch of copies of that Luffy. Beckman and his crew there. Oh, we get the Perona rare recruit. She's new for me. Alright, multi number 5 is a limited pool. No kitty cat. Oof. Hate to see it only goes to the second animation for limited pool pull. That is not helpful. Sweet Generals again. Dual Yamato unit, we'll take that. Final poster is my boy Kobe. Alright, pull number 6. So about a third of the way through now. Still no Rocks Pirates. Could be a Rate Roosted or a Suga Rare for the last poster. Oof. Last couple multis haven't been great. Not even a single cut-in on that one, which is kind of disappointing with the red rate. So we'll just kind of skip by this one real quick. I'm not expecting anything here. Oof. Yep. That is an L there. Alright, so here we go for multi number 7. Gold text, gold chest. 1 red poster there. Whitebeard and Blackbeard fully maxed out for me there. Though their blow away mechanic, or their ability to stop blow away, is pretty awesome. Use them a bunch of times for content where you have blow away, but other than that, they don't really see too much play there. Alright, another limited pool step. Let's see if this one is any better than the last one. Not looking like it. Man, both these limited pool steps have been just absolute garbage for me so far. Another Luffy. Come on, can we do an Yamato? Like, let's get her maxed out. Come on. Another Gear 5 Luffy that's maxed out. That hurts. Alright. We're about halfway through. Still no Rocks Pirates in sight. Again, only 1 cut-in. Another Lucci. Alright, this is a super limited. Can we get any more luck here? Come on. Yellow text, but no gold chest there. Yes! Let's go! There we go. Woo! Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I was losing hope that we were going to get him before having to go all the way to the end there. Love that extra animation that you saw there. Boom. There we go. Rocks Pirates to the rescue. Shiki, Lin-Lin, and Whitebeard. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You love to see that. That is going to make this TM a million times easier. So that's good. Do we get a dupe just for fun? Usopp, Usopp, Usopp. What can you do? But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. So 10 pulls. Obviously, I would have liked to get them before that. But hey, that's RNG sometimes. Sometimes you get them in 5 pulls. Sometimes you get them in 10 pulls. Sometimes you have to go to 30. It is what it is sometimes. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this video at this point. At this point, we have all the recruits. We have the Rocks Pirates. We have, of course, the Roger Ellie Gaban. So there's not less for us to do. We luckily do still have, almost 500 gems still in the tank, so that just means that pretty much we'll start saving for whatever the next big celebration is. Obviously, after the TM comes the Kazuna. Typically, I don't like to pull for the Kazuna Legends for non-Alliance Kazunas, just because I don't feel there's a lot of value there. So I probably won't be pulling for the next Kazuna banner, and of course, I usually don't pull for end-of-month banners as well, just because usually the legends aren't really that great. So, yeah, we're probably gonna have a good gem count and start kind of slowly building up for the mid-year anniversary next, most likely. But yeah, that's gonna, like I said, wrap it up. If you pulled on this part, or if you pulled on any of the parts, just let me know how your multis went. Hopefully, you had some good luck. Hopefully, you're able to get them all on part 1 really quickly. But sometimes RNG is not on your side, and you have to go pretty deep. So hopefully you guys didn't have to go past 10 or 15 multis on this banner if you're specifically pulling for the Rocks Pirates. But let me know. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the content, like and subscribe. And in fact, what I'd like to get some opinion from you guys. I see a lot of people do the videos, the pull videos particularly, with and without narration. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, do you guys prefer to have these pull videos narrated? Do you prefer to just see the pulls themselves without my commentary associated with them? Love to hear. Help shape the channel and what we kind of do in some of the future sugofest. So just let me know. As always, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, be kind to each other. Thanks.